Four incredible counties make up the Philadelphia suburbs, with one of them being Chester County. This county is the largest in space with 759 square miles, or around 485,600 total acres across the entire county. Chester County is full of rolling hills, tons of farms, and lush countryside. So this channel is all about transparency. So yes, Chester County is an incredible county, but today we're all gonna go over some of the things that make... Hi there, I'm Corey Benhart, your Philly suburb realtor. All of my contact information is below. I would love to hear from you. Let's get started. The first pro about Chester County that we're gonna talk about is the beautiful landscape. This county has some very beautiful towns, but it also is full of towns that has tons of parks, hills, farms, etc. So whether you want a home with tons of acres and privacy, or you just wanna live in a county that has plenty of available open space to run around with the dogs or kids, this county would be a great option for you to consider. Another great pro of Chester County is the location. It's located adjacent to two of the three other counties that make up the Philadelphia suburbs. The two adjacent counties are Montgomery County and Delaware County, but it is not far away from Bucks County at all. So if you do decide to move to Chester County, I encourage you to travel and explore the other counties as well, because every county is truly special in its own way. So besides the suburbs, Chester County is only around an hour to an hour and a half to Center City, Philadelphia, depending on the time of day and the traffic. If you need to commute to New York City for your job, or maybe you have friends or family there, or you just want to go and enjoy a great day in New York City, then you would be only around 2.5 hours or so from New York City. If you're not a big city person and you would prefer nature and tons of space, the Pocono Mountains are absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Whether you move to Chester County, Bucks, Montgomery, Delaware, Philadelphia, anywhere, I would highly recommend to go up to the Pocono Mountains, especially this time of year in the fall when all of the leaves are changing. It is truly beautiful. Another pro of Chester County are the public schools. If schools are an important factor for where you end up moving to, Chester County has some of the best schools in the entire Philadelphia metro area. According to niche.com, here's a list of all of the school districts that make up Chester County, with a rating range of A+ down to about C+. Obviously, depending on where within Chester County you end up moving to determines which school district you would be located in. So make sure to ask your realtor, or if you use me as your realtor, I would definitely help you decide which area determines which school district and so on and so forth, if that is an important factor for you. So before we get into the cons of living in Chester County, let's go over the last pro of living in Chester County, which is the overall growth. Chester County is the third fastest growing county in all of Pennsylvania. Between 2010 and 2021, Chester County grew every year for 11 years straight, and it continues to grow every year, year over year. So for the most part, Pennsylvania, and more specifically the Philadelphia suburbs as a whole, doesn't really have the huge fluctuations in price, cost of living, and population growth and reduction like other states do. So more specifically, Chester County, the Philadelphia metro area, and overall Pennsylvania has a very slow and steady growth pace, not just for cost of living, but also population growth as well. Now that we've gone over some of the major pros of living in Chester County, now let's dive into some of the cons, starting with the average price of a home. First, let me say there are definitely towns and areas around here with a much higher cost of living and average home price. So for the area, relatively cost of living and home price is not too bad, but depending on your personal price point, this average price point of Chester County might be a bit high. The average price point of Chester County is $511,000. There are over 30 towns that make up the Chester County area, and there are towns that average 1.3 million for the average sales price and above, and also all the way down to about $200,000 and $300,000. So keep in mind that no matter what your sales price or budget is, you could definitely find a home here in Chester County, or I can help you explore any of the other counties that make up the Philadelphia suburbs. To give you a better idea of what type of house you could get for that price point, let's take a quick look at some of the newly listed homes here in Chester County. We can see here that there are a lot of homes that are single family homes, and most are new construction because Chester County is booming with tons of new construction. I made a video all about buying new construction in Pennsylvania, so make sure to watch that one after this video. The next con that we have to talk about is the weather here in PA. Pennsylvania can have some pretty harsh weather. We are one of the few states that has all 4 seasons, but included in those seasons, we do have the very humid and hot summers and also the frigid winters as well. Luckily, the last couple of years, it really hasn't snowed that much, so we have been quite lucky, but it definitely does not mean that within the next couple of years, we will get tons and tons of snow. Anything is possible in a Pennsylvania winter. Specifically for Chester County now, since there are so many new construction neighborhoods, and I'd say most of those neighborhoods have an HOA fee, most HOAs will take care of things such as cutting the grass, snow removal, leaf removal, etc. So shoveling and snow blowing likely isn't something that you'll have to worry about if you live in an HOA community. Most HOAs offer leaf pickup as well. I personally used to live in an HOA where they had leaf pickup, and it was amazing. You didn't have to bag or rake your leaves or anything like that. You just blow them out to the street, make a little pile, and the HOA will come by and pick them right up. It's so convenient. The next con of living in Chester County can be the traffic. Since you are somewhat close to Philadelphia, you deal with a lot of people that have to commute in and out of the city every single day. So depending on when you personally need to go to work, you could hit quite a significant amount of traffic. If you do have to commute to the city every day, I would definitely suggest to either take advantage of public transportation, such as the bus or the train, or leave a bit earlier so you don't hit that rush hour traffic. Other than rush hour, traffic is pretty minimal depending on which town within the county you end up living in. Some towns are a lot more crowded and populated than others, so it really all does depend. But of course, if you work from home, then completely ignore that because you don't have to worry about rush hour. Another major con that we have to talk about is the lack of walkability in Chester County. Yes, there are some incredible towns within the county that you can walk to or walk throughout where there's shopping, dining, etc. But there are also towns that have miles and miles of acreage and maybe even no sidewalks. So depending on what type of environment that you're looking for, it definitely does depend on which town you end up moving to. So is Chester County perfect for you? Whether it is or not, I would love to help you find your perfect home here in Pennsylvania, whether it's in Chester County or anywhere within the Philadelphia metro area. All of my contact information is below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you over on the next video.